because they love power so much, this is what we expect. This is what happens. You cannot even air your views because you'll be shut up. You cannot. Hi guys, this is lilymutamztv, also known as Z, Zambia. If you're new to my YouTube channel, please subscribe so that each time I upload videos, you will be notified that Z has posted a video. This video is about Prime TV in Zambia. I was minding my own business and I saw a message come through WhatsApp with a letter terminating the license of Prime TV. I am sincerely gutted that an independent broadcasting television network like Prime TV can lose its license. And for me, what made me, react to this was because I had a feeling this would happen. Remember when I was sharing videos of CR1, and CR1 had stated that he had contacted Prime TV to air his video of him announcing the names of the MPs that took powers from him. If you don't remember, go back to my videos. And in that video, he had stated that Prime TV were threatened and Diamond TV, and they were told to stop airing and entertaining CR1. And I knew that any other material that would be posted on these television networks that maybe conflict with what the government wants to see on TV will be affected. So I had a feeling, especially when I saw HH as well having interviews. Other opposition leaders like Dr. Chimba Kambwili always uses Prime TV as well, because they're an independent television network which will broadcast anything besides they are being paid. Some of the videos even say paid partnership. So if they are being paid for them to air the press conferences by the opposition leaders, that's how they are making their money in order for them to pay their workers. And then we have Madam Dora Siliya, who has every power to stop anything she likes. And I know she is somehow behind this. I just have a feeling she's somehow behind this because, there's always been conflicts with the current government, the opposition leaders. Some of the opposition leaders, like we know, Dr. Chimba Kambwili used to be part of PF, which is the Patriotic Front, the current government of Zambia, the political party. And them coming on this platform and airing their views, and this other person airing their views, and that person airing their views, I knew it was never going to be a great ending for Prime TV. I was actually impressed with Prime TV when I've seen how they've grown. I've been to Prime television before in Zambia. It was just something simple that started, and to see the height of their growth, I was really, really impressed. But if they have been closed down or their license has been terminated, and I believe they have about 30 days to appeal this decision, of which it's impossible for them to regain their license, I believe, then we are not living in a democracy in Zambia. And here is my reason. You see, when we talk about democracy, we talk about people having their freedom of speech. People can speak, can air their views, as long as it's not causing violence or causing a disturbance. But the letter states that Prime TV were causing a disturbance, a peace to the nation of Zambia. Well, it's not them talking. It's opposition talking. It's this other person talking and that person talking. And they have different programs. So what type of peace are you talking about? Now, the elections will be coming up next year, 2021. And this comes up, meaning any other broadcaster that will be broadcasting anything on television should broadcast things that are in favor of the current government. I have never really talked about Bill 10, but when I've looked at Bill 10, it's something that wants to favor the current government to carry on being in power until another 10 years. But we don't want that. You know, when it comes to leadership is not just about you being in power and say you've built roads, you've done this, you've brought in the Chinese investors, and you say leadership. Leadership is people like Kagame. Kagame has improved the economy of Rwanda. You can see how the place is. Rwanda is a place that was war-torn, a war-torn country, but you cannot compare Rwanda to Zambia. By far better. When it comes to cleanliness, you talk about the facilities, the infrastructures. They have really worked hard to improve their economy, and that is what we talk about leadership. When we say leadership, a leader should look at what will favor the people of Zambia and not building one road, and when it's raining, the rain is washed away because it was built by the Chinese. No, we're talking about improving facilities for the children in Zambia, providing free education for the children in Zambia, providing computers as a mandatory for the children in Zambia, and also providing many scholarships for many students in the tertiary education, because it's more important. We need more qualified people to take on the roles. And then you see that all these things are taking place, and then we have people who come and air their views to say, we don't want this, we don't want that, and then the only television station which they can use, which is Prime TV, which is quite flexible, is shut down. What's your take? Obviously, it's to stop them from allowing these other people from airing their views. We know what has happened to the Post newspaper. The Post newspaper would write so many negative things about whoever, and they were shut down. I say this, that maybe Prime TV can use YouTube, but how many Zambians in the village, in the ghetto, can have access to YouTube to watch what's going on in Zambia if Prime Television is shut down? None of them. So that's limiting the audience of Prime Television. Not many people have Android phones for them to watch on Facebook Live. And this license that has been revoked, does it mean Prime Television cannot invite people to their studios to broadcast whatever they need to broadcast? Does it mean they cannot be on the decoder, Go TV, or normal television? I believe that's where the license comes in, but I'm not so sure about whether they will still carry on YouTube or Facebook, but not on national television. This is a wake-up call for you youths in Zambia as well, whereby we've let old leaders to take advantage of us, to take leadership, and because they love power so much, this is what we expect. This is what happens. You cannot even air your views because you'll be shut up. You cannot even say anything because you'll be shut down. And that's why the youth of Zambia don't care. They don't care. Why should they care if when they try to put somebody in power, that person doesn't even win because the elections are twisted? We all know that. The whole Africa, elections are twisted. We all know that. That's just a fact. So, Prime Television is so sad that they have shut them down. I am heartbroken for them because they have worked hard to be where they are, and nobody should use their power to stop somebody because they feel they have the ability to stop somebody. That's not a democracy. You have no right to stop another broadcasting company or a broadcasting company just because you feel the content and the material they share there is to cause disturbance to the Zambian population. Just like when Sia1 was sharing the lists and whatever he wanted to share on his Facebook page was terminated because of that. Why are we doing this to ourselves? Why not sit down and listen to what, in fact, for me, I would even be happy if the opposition are using a television network and expressing their views about the government should do this. Sit down with your people. Did you hear what he said? Let's see what we can do. Hire some Zambian youth. Ask them, go to University of Zambia, go to Nipa College, ask the Zambian youth what they want, because we are the generation of Zambia. The Zambian youth are the generation of Zambia, and not just making decisions because if I stop this one, then this person will never air their views, then they are shut down. It's absolutely not fair that Prime Television has been shut down, and I pray that their license is reinstated. But even when their license is reinstated, will they have conditions like you cannot put this person there, you cannot talk about this, you cannot talk about this? No, it's a democracy. We are allowed to talk about anything we want to talk about because this is what is going on. I watch discussions when they call them question times, when they are firing questions to Boris Johnson here in the UK. They fire him questions, but those people that fire him questions, they don't shut them down to say, oh, because we're firing the Prime Minister questions, so we should shut you down. There's loads of concerns that the Zambian citizens have had, and I watched a documentary where even Chishimba Kambwili expressed, Dr. Chishimba Kambwili expressed that where is the president of Zambia when the gassing issue is taking place? When the gassing issue was taking place, it was hush-hushed, but it was a serious incident. And then we had police people who were killing people randomly because these people were trying to protest, and then because they thought they had to fire, they ended up killing a young boy, and then until they discovered that that young boy was, I don't know whether the lady is a judge, if I remember, a judge, that's when people acted, because this woman was now saying, oh, it's so sad that my nephew has died, and, blah, blah, blah. So it's not fair that this has happened. We need to allow people to express themselves. And if we want a better Zambia should start by allowing people to set up their own businesses. A television company is a business, and not just, stopping people from doing what they need to do. And then secondly, does it mean even people who have radio stations now, they're being monitored on what they have to say on radio? We saw Bishop Kajila when he just announced on radio that we should have prayers. What happened to him? He got arrested, right? Why are we becoming a semi-dictatorship where only what is suitable is what is allowed on radio? Is it cadres behind this situation? I don't even know what type of country we are living in now that doesn't allow people to express their views on radio, to say, let's pray. Now, the whole world is talking about, let's pray about coronavirus. Are you going to say, let's arrest people because they're causing disturbance? No. Just like that, even Bishop Kajila expressed as well that he wanted us to pray for the nation of Zambia, and then he was arrested for causing the disturbance of peace in Zambia. It's certainly not fair. In this period of even what's going on with the coronavirus, I think the best method is to fight this disease as a nation, and see how even bishops are now donating money. Bishop Imakando donated 100,000 kwacha towards the equipment that was needed and the hand sanitizers that are needed for fighting the disease. And then we also have Prophet Hubert Angel that donated as well. But look, Prophet Hubert Angel was deported from Zambia. He was denied entry, and then you still receive gifts. So it just gets me thinking, like, what type of a country are we in that we don't allow people to come into the country, but if they give us gifts, we receive? What type of a country are we in that we stop people from doing what they have to do? Because Prophet Hubert Angel was hosting his own event. He was going to have his own event in Zambia, and he was stopped from entering the country. But then he sends a message to say, Mayor of Lusaka, I am donating hand sanitizers worth 20,000 kwacha, and then you receive. Let's not be like that. So I am so gutted, and I hope this issue can be resolved with Prime Television. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. Is it a good thing that Prime Television was terminated? I mean, their license was terminated, or is it a bad thing that this has happened? Let me know in the comment section below. It's a girl, lilymutamztv, also known as Gelo Up Z. See you in my next video.
Thanks for watching my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button and follow me on all social media platforms. It's simply at lilymutamztv.